The regular meeting of the Board of Education of Perry Local School District is called to order at 5:30 in the Goodwin Theater. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Foley?
Here.
Mr. Leidig?
Here.
Mrs. Perkins? Here.
Thank you. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, the board is going to recognize Mark Welch for his 12 years of service on the Board of Education. So we have a short video to show you.
Hello, Mark. I wanted to thank you for all that you have done over the years for the Perry community and the students of the Perry schools. Wishing you all the best to your family, and hopefully we'll see you around town. Thank you.
Hi, Mark. Guess who it is? Congratulations and thank you on so many years of service that you have dedicated to the Perry Local School District. We will always be thankful and appreciative of the time that you spent for our entire community and kids. I also want to say thank you for transplanting these grasses from your yard to mine. We have so many and they're absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, many of them are tied up for the winter. So congratulations and thank you, and I wish you the very best. Take care.
Hey Mark, just wanted to thank you for all of your service to the community, that you provided that service in so many different ways. Of course, on the Board of Education, of which you were president twice, I believe, and your career with the Metro Parks, and then of course you and I working together to get the Theater Guild up and running, and spend some time there. And that's a lot of time spent in a lot of different places, all to help make your community a better place. I'll miss seeing you before board meetings and our pleasant exchange of jabs before the meetings, and I hope for the best for your future.
Hi, Mark. I just wanted to say it's been my pleasure getting to know you during your time as a Board of Education member. I started coming to board meetings about the time you joined the board, and you're always the first one there, so we got to spend a little time chit-chatting, and that's been great. Also, you have the best attendance of any board member since I've been working with the board, and so yay, good for you. Thank you for all you have done for our community, for our school, for the board. Your support and dedication are greatly appreciated. Best wishes and take care.
Hey, Mark. Thanks a lot for all your hard work and dedication and everything you've done for Perry Schools over all these years, more than a decade. I appreciate especially everything you've done for me over the last 4 years, all the guidance you've been willing to give me as a more veteran board member. I appreciate it, and I wish you nothing but the best in the future. And again, thank you for all you've done. You will be missed.
Mark, it's exciting. I heard that today is your last Board of Education meeting. Thank you so much for your service and for everything you've done for Perry Local Schools. I had the privilege of serving with you. Out of my 12 years, I got to serve with you for 10 years. And it was such a pleasure to serve with you. I always appreciated your kind, calm voice and our many conversations in the parking lot. I appreciated you being willing to ride with me every year on our little parade, and you could handle my terrible ability to throw candy. It will be always remembered, and I want to congratulate you also that you get to join a new group. It's called the Victors, that survived Perry Local School Hunger Games. And you no longer have to stress when Jack calls you, when his Jack's cell rings on your phone. It's not scary anymore. You get to talk about babies, weddings, all the good fun stuff that Jack has to bring to the table now, rather than the crises that are happening. It's exciting. It's great. Welcome to the victors, and you get to join us as we go to lunch and talk about what it was, how it is, and how we don't fear Perry Community Page anymore. So congratulations. Enjoy your last board meeting. Ask lots of questions, and we're welcoming you to come join us on the other side. Congratulations. Thank you for your service, Mark. Bye-bye.
Hi, Mark. Congratulations on your years of service to the Board of Education. I'd like to express my appreciation for your commitment and the support that you provided to me, our district, and the community. I really enjoyed the annual meetings we had together and the collaboration, our staff barbecues, and the quality control efforts. You will certainly be missed. I wish you a happy and enjoyable retirement.
Hey, I just wanted to thank you so much for all your years of dedicated service to Perry. It really is community members like you that have made this place incredible. Your steadfast dedication and leadership throughout the years have just made such a massive impact on this place being safe and fun and engaging and rigorous. And you know, Perry is it's a community like none other, and we really have people like you to thank for that. So as a staff member who loves working here, as a parent who loves sending their children here, I'm just so grateful for the work that you've done throughout the years to keep this place as fantastic as it always has been. So thank you. Congratulations.
Hi, Mark. Thank you for everything that you've done for our community. Your many years of service will not be forgotten, and your impact that you've made will last for years to come. I've always appreciated your steadfast approach, your thoughtful comments, and your overall support as we went on a journey together to provide the best possible education for our students. We will miss you greatly and wish you the best in the coming years.
Mr. Welch, congratulations on a stellar Board of Education run. It's been so an honor to serve under you these past 11 years, watching you get to board meetings an hour early to prepare, and all the things that you did with Representative Callender and your close relationship with him to bring in significant revenue into the district. And how could we ever forget all of those times on the golf course when you were here representing Perry schools and representing them well, and all the fun that we've had doing those things. And again, it's going to be different in our December meeting without seeing you there in your Santa hat. And when my kids ask about, hey, Dad, where's the tin of sugar cookies? I'm just going to have to say, Mr. Welch is no longer a board member. And then, obviously, allowing me to drive. You're one of the few people I golf with that never lets me drive a golf cart. I don't know, maybe it's because I always tend to push the gas right when you're going to take a drink of water, or hit the brake when you're going to get to your ball, or not paying attention when I'm driving around and enjoying the scenery and maybe running my partner into a bush. And don't worry, all good. You have a great, great career in your next pursuits. Bye.
As you can see from the video, Mark has spent 12 years here on the Perry Local School Board, and we've calculated over that period of time, Mark attended over 300 meetings. We don't have the exact number, but well over 300 meetings. He had perfect attendance until a couple months ago. He became very ill, and unfortunately, he missed a meeting a couple months ago. Tonight, we hope he's enjoying this video and he's watching from somewhere. So we just want to say thank you, and we are presenting him with a nice plaque with a gavel for all of his years of service. So we want to recognize Mark Welch and say thank you. Dr. Thompson, Superintendent Spotlight.
Thank you, Madam President. Appreciate that and those kind words, obviously, from Mr. Welch. While he couldn't be here with us tonight, he did make sure we all got our tin of sugar cookies. So my kids will enjoy Christmas, and it'll be normal at our house as they munch on those. And I did bring a Santa hat in his honor, although because it wouldn't be the same without somebody that doesn't fit me. Should try it on. Without a Santa hat from Mr. Welch, and so he's really going to be missed, and I appreciate all the time we spent together. So with that, that takes me to Spotlight on Learning, and we've had an outstanding start to the school year, and the first half has been something special, and we made a little bit of history in the athletic field, and so I'm going to ask our athletic director, Mr. Rockwell, to come on up and talk to us a little bit about it.
No microphone. Here's the microphone. All right. Thank you, Dr. Thompson. He is correct. So after 101 years of playing football in the community of Perry, for the first time in that history, we were able to win a state championship, if you haven't heard. So I think from the reception that we got coming back into town, I think everybody knows. But we're here to recognize our team tonight and our coaches and the accomplishment, again, not only the first football team in school history with a team championship, but the first state championship team in any sport across the board as far as team sports go. So I want to congratulate our players, their families, our coaches and their families for all the hard work and dedication that they put into what was the state championship. And if you're able to watch any of the games, I think you could see that they played for each other, they played for their families, they played for our coaches. They did exactly what they were told to do, and they played for this community. And so congratulations, gentlemen, on a fantastic accomplishment, a record-setting thing that will, hopefully will be duplicated again in the future. Hopefully it doesn't take us another 101 years. But for the first time ever, we are state champions because of your efforts. And so you are to be congratulated for that. We have some commendations here shortly that we'll hand out. But we could not be more proud, and I couldn't be more proud to be from this community. And I think this team brought this community closer together. If you were there on Saturday night as we came back into town, or you were there for the parade the following Friday, just the support was overwhelming that this community gave to this team. And so I want to publicly thank our entire community of Perry, whether North Perry, Perry Township, Perry Village, it didn't matter. They were all together. We were all Perry Pirates, and that team enabled us to come together, and the support that we received was just tremendous. So thank you to everybody who was part of our ride. It was a fun ride that we certainly enjoyed. So do we want to do Village? Do we want to do the coaches first, players? Okay, yeah. So come on up, Coach Gesowich, as our head coach. He's going to say a few words, and then we'll bring our coaches up as well. So if coaches, you want to get ready, and then we'll give our players commendations that we have from our board, and then we have representatives from each of our three communities, North Perry, Perry Township, and Perry Village, that will have an opportunity to give their commendations as well. But we'll start with Coach Gesowich. He'll have a few words. I've got some commendations for him, and then we'll start with our coaches and players. Coach Gesowich.
Thanks, Jack. I don't want to burn through all my material. We have our banquet on Thursday, so there's a lot. But I'm rolling the dice again. Didn't write anything. I just hope that when people look back on this team, right? Obviously, you remember the wins, you remember the championship. TJ hit on team, and driving into school the other day, I was reminded of the divisiveness that actually exists in our community still. And when I thought about that, I thought about our team, and I thought about the unity of that group, and how those guys all work together regardless of what their backgrounds are, regardless of what they go home to every day. And I hope that when people look back on it, they look back at those 16 weeks of everybody in the community kind of pulling in the same direction and supporting in the same direction. And I think that when I look at the program, when I look at the team, when I look at this group of guys, that's the thing that I'm by far the most proud of, is how they all work together with care, with empathy, competing with each other, struggling with each other. You know, that's what I think makes this group the most special, and winning was fun too, but that stuff was the best. So thank everyone for the accommodations and for recognizing these guys. So, thanks, Coach.
Stick around, Coach. On behalf of the Board of Education and all the community, again, it's our pleasure to provide you and your coaches with board accommodations. And if you have anybody with you that could come up today, we're going to make them stand up here for a while and receive some of this recognition. So if you'd be so kind, have your coaches come on up. There's those. Appreciate it. I need to be by the podium. Who set this up? Yeah, once we get them all up here and we get them into the light, Mr. Kellogg will get some pictures in those things. When it's shining on you, that's a pretty good clue. Thanks, guys. Get in there, TJ. Stay up here, don't leave. And if you could have your player representatives come on up as well. We'll go through each one individually, talking about their stats, and provide them with accommodations. Come on up. And you can hold off on that if you want to keep moving. You'll have some time in a minute. So at this time, I'd like to bring up each one of our government entities. I guess we'll start with the village. Elias, are you speaking?
Thank you to the Board of Education, Jack, TJ, for having us up here. I will not read the entire proclamation because that will take about 37 minutes to do, and there's two other ones after me, so I will bear you the time on that. But I do want to award this to Coach on behalf of Perry Village. I want to congratulate all the coaches on behalf of Perry Village and Council, the mayor, and the community. All of the coaches, the players, their parents and family members, the cheerleaders who cheered these groups on, this team on through the cold, the rain, and the hot days as well as the Perry band. It was truly a group effort. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, these young men, the cheerleaders, the band, the parents, the community, the family members will always remember the 16-0 season. They will remember winning the first state championship for Perry in 101 years. But these young individuals will 10, 20, 30 years from now, what they will remember is the journey. The sweat, the workouts, the running, the push-ups, the injuries, all of that. So I congratulate you guys on behalf of Perry Village. We're very, very proud of you, and thank you for, bringing home the first state championship.
You guys are the pick. Okay, I believe representing the township, Jen Taylor.
Good evening. My name is Jen Taylor. I'm here to present on behalf of your Perry Township trustees, Rick Amos, Bob Dawson, and Nancy Steele. I have a resolution to present that they prepared to congratulate and honor the 2023 Perry High School football team and coaching staff on winning the state championship. Way to go, Pirates. You make us so proud.
And last but not least, I believe Jeremy Lagagne is here for North Perry.
Thank you, board, and thank you all the players who did an awesome job. And now it's time to get ready for all the other sports that you have to play. This is just a small honoring to say thank you very much and very good job of having a winning season from all of us down in North Perry.
Why don't you guys all crowd up with the kids and get some pics for keep the history going, all right?
All right, one more, actually two more accommodations from a football perspective that we wanted to give out this evening. You know, and with the state championship sometimes comes these types of awards, especially from a coaching standpoint, but Coach Gueswich has certainly earned every single one of these. He was the 2023 Chagrin Valley Conference Coach of the Year, the 2023 Northeast Lakes District Coach of the Year, 2023 Cleveland.com Coach of the Year, and the 2023 OHSAA Division 5 Coach of the Year for the state of Ohio, as well as the 2023 News Herald Bob Ridley Coach of the Year Award winner. So please, Coach Gueswich, come on up. We've got another commendation for you. Congratulations. And is Braden here? I didn't see Braden. But we wanted to mention as well, we have a commendation this evening for Braden Richards. He was the Chuck Kelby Lake County Touchdown Club Outstanding Student Athlete Award. And this award's been given out now for over 40 years. It's given out by the Lake County Touchdown Club. And a couple years ago, Brock Savan won the award. But prior to Brock winning, 1989 was the last time somebody from Perry football won that award. So 3 award winners, 2 in the last 3 years, but only 3 Perry football players have ever won this award in the history of Perry football. So congratulations to Braden, just a tremendous award. And he will be attending Air Force Academy. We actually have a signing day here tomorrow for him and for Jaden Studio. So if you're not busy at 10:45 tomorrow, we'll be back on stage recognizing those 2 gentlemen as they move on to the next level. So congratulations to Braden Richards. We'll get him this tomorrow. Thank you.
As we move through the agenda for tonight's meeting, we have business to conduct, and we are going to be moving into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 121.22 G1. I hereby move that the board adjourn to executive session for the purpose of considering the employment of public utility official. Dr. Thompson, committee reports?
I have none.
Administrative updates?
Happy holidays to all that are here, and hope you have a great 2024. We've had a wonderful first half of the year, many accomplishments, and again, I hope people get a little rest and relaxation because we'll hit the ground running in January. That's my report.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Do we have any public participation, Gina? Nope, they already participated. Thank you. And we are back to Dr. Thompson. Consent agenda, sorry. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Any questions or discussion?
Jesse, Nikki, you guys are gonna be busy.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Chester? Yes. Mrs. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Leider?
Yes.
Dr. Thompson, Superintendent's report.
All right, thank you. Personnel approval of contract. The board is asked to approve a new one-year contract for the administrator noted as recommended by the local superintendent. Under B, personnel approval of corrective action, the board is asked to approve the corrective action noted below, previously approved on the November 20th, 23 meeting as recommended by the local superintendent. C, personnel, the board is asked to approve the individuals listed as a volunteer for the 2023-24 sport noted pending successful completion of background check and certification as recommended by the local superintendent and athletic director. D, personnel, approval of appointment substitutes. The board is asked to approve the individuals noted for the 23-24 daily substitute positions listed as recommended by the local superintendent and assistant superintendent. E, approval of an out-of-state conference. The board is asked to approve out-of-state travel for Mark Soder and Allison Trentinelli to attend the National Service Learning Conference in St. Paul, Minnesota on April 3rd through the 5th. As recommended by the local superintendent and building principal, they have been invited to present at the conference. All costs will be covered by the 21st Century Grant. F, approval of board policy, second reading. The board is asked to adopt the new revised board policy listed as recommended by the local superintendent. And G, approval of the 24-25 calendar. The board is asked to approve the 24-25 district calendar as recommended by the local superintendent. This concludes my superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, questions on any of those items? I have one real quick, or two, actually. Since I'm a volunteer on there, I can still vote as a volunteer, right, because it's not a paid position? Or do we need to pull it out separately? Because we can't vote them.
Yeah, you can.
I'm fine? Okay. All right, and then does it need to have my legal name?
No.
Don't make me say it, Lou. Mary? Does it need to say Mary? I don't know.
No, it's fine.
It's okay? All right, thank you. That's that, and then the calendar proposal is this the document F that you?
Yeah, this is F, after the many iterations, and I understand the concerns. And we will be seeking feedback and guidance early in 2024 to get comments and what we might be able to do based on the parameters that we have, and to try to get the following years approved sooner so that we can plan appropriately. So stay tuned on the calendar research and development.
So this calendar puts us back to school as late as we possibly can within the parameters that we have for right now?
Well, it throws it out of balance another 5 days. So first semester is 10 days shorter than second semester. While that's not the best scenario, it's all gets us another week in August for our younger kids. And while the staff will embark on all of the PD minus 1 day at the beginning of the school year. So we'll spend a week preparing, and then the kids will come the following week. Right now, the details will still do phase in at the elementary, and I believe we're going to not phase in at the middle school as we had discussed in our work sessions. So,
fifth grade though, are we?
fifth grade still.
Okay.
That's still hard for me to say fifth grade middle school.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They will phase
They'll
in?
phase as well.
Fifth grade will phase
Yeah,
in.
that's the plan.
6 through 12.
And we'll have to talk a little bit about that, because we'll talk about it and discuss it, and I'll get back to you, because the biggest part about fifth grade and having that phase in is when the building is somewhat empty. It's not as hectic. And so I don't know how effective the phase in will be if you've got 7th and 8th graders in full bore in that building, right? It's going to be pretty hectic. So we'll have to talk about ways to do that and how the phase in will work, if at all, with that in mind.
Yeah, and then this one has a little bit longer of a winter break than what we have this year.
And again, I understand our discussions in the past, but Bringing kids back on, I believe, a Thursday or a Friday. Let's just, give them that extra weekend, give the staff that extra weekend, and bring them back on PD day on Monday. So we do get a little bit of a longer break this time, because that's the way the calendar kind of worked.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not working for us in August, by the way. And it keeps, feels like we're pushing back and back in August, because the way the calendar's, working out with the days, it just seems like that.
Right, where the holidays fall.
With the yeah.
Yeah, I always like a shorter winter break just because of the needs of the students that maybe don't have the best advantages at home, and winter break is not necessarily a happy time for them and a safe time for them. So
Right.
I think that's important that we're always cognizant of that.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And also, when people go back to work and their kids aren't going back to school, then that could be a hardship for them as well.
Right.
We understand. As is with snow days and some other non-school days that we've done.
Okay. Any other? Okay. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Leidick?
Yes.
Mrs. Crooks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mrs. Capo, your report?
A, approval of financial reports. The board is asked to approve the financial reports from November 2023 as recommended by the Chief Financial Officer. B, approval of expenditure, Omega Plumbing. The board is asked to approve an expenditure in the amount of $15,000 to Omega Plumbing for necessary plumbing work needed at the house at 3576 Main Street as recommended by the Chief Financial Officer. And C, contracts and agreements footprints. The board is asked to approve the revised rental agreement with Footprint Center for Autism from August 1st, 2023 to July 31st, 2026 as recommended by the Chief Financial Officer. And this concludes the Chief Financial Officer's report.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Questions, discussion?
So we did decide to push off the lease for one more year,
Yes.
the increase,
Yeah.
but next year it'll
Yeah.
make an adjustment. Okay.
Were we expecting that expenditure for the house flip project?
It's in their budget. It's within their budget.
Okay.
So, yeah. They have the money for that. It's for the rough plumbing.
Okay.
So.
All right. Anything else, anyone? Okay.
I have a little new business.
Well, we didn't take roll call yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You said anything else?
You're up in just a second.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Leidick?
Yes.
Mrs. Crooks?
Yes.
Any unfinished business? Or new? What is it?
Unfinished.
Well, I have new, so.
Okay, so it's new. You're up.
Okay.
Am I up? I'm okay?
Unless somebody has unfinished.
All right. I did want to report, because I don't know how our work sessions are going to play out and the timing of this. I met with the village, a representative from the village, and the Chief Williams about the SRO contract. And we're within that window of being able to negotiate an extension. And so the meeting was good. I'm very pleased with the SRO services that we received and the costs. So Mrs. Capo and I will be putting together a proposal for a contract extension for the SROs. They were looking for some assurances because that grant that it allowed us to get to 2 SROs will be ending, and should we not be able to access funds, and DeWine's put out some funds, we'll see what we can get. They were hoping to get some assurances that would say, hey, we're going to continue to keep 2 full-time SROs in the district. That will help them retain those positions and kind of prevent turnover, hopefully. And so we'll be working on that over break. And so in January, look for a recommendation for that contract extension for the SROs.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else? Correspondence? Anybody else? We're good? Okay. The only correspondence and information that we have to share right now is that the 2024 Board of Education organizational meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. Sounds weird to say that. At 5:45 in the Tarbuck Center conference room, and will be immediately followed by a board work session. The next regular Board of Education meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024 at 5:45 in the Tarbuck Center conference room as well. And we do not have any public participation. And before we adjourn, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. And again, to tonight being Mark's last meeting. Hopefully he's watching somewhere or able to watch his video messages, and thank him for all of his time. And just happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Mary.
It's been a pleasure.
Before we adjourn. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Leidy?
Yes.
Mrs. Sexton?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.